They took my brothers and sister to the lake that weekend. Said it was better if I stayed behind and worked. When they came home, my room was stripped bare. Every photo of me gone from the walls. That was 19 months ago. And even now I can still hear the echo of that silence. My name is Lena Carter, and I'm 19. Back then, I thought I'd just been forgotten. Turns out, I'd been erased. My stepmother, Monica, called it family time. My father, David, nodded along just to keep the peace. So I smiled and decided to give them exactly what they wanted, a house without me in it. What happened next still feels unreal. But the revenge? Let's just say it was the first time I ever felt truly seen. After my mom died, Dad remarried before the flowers on her grave had even faded. Monica came with perfect hair, soft perfume, and a smile that never reached her eyes. I was 10 when she moved in. By 11, I was the built-in babysitter. Dishes, laundry, homework, bedtime stories, all mine. Dad said I was mature for my age. Monica said I should be grateful. At 12, I learned that grateful meant quiet. At 14, I stopped asking for new shoes. At 16, I stopped asking for anything. By 17, I was running that house while she called herself exhausted. They praised my responsibility. But responsibility was just another name for invisibility. Spring break of senior year was supposed to be different. I'd saved money to join them on a trip. Finally, a week where I wasn't the helper, just the daughter. But Monica smiled across the kitchen sink. It's better if you stay behind and work. Dad didn't even look up from his laptop. She's right, kiddo. You'll be more productive here anyway. That word, kiddo, used to sound like love. Now it sounded like a leash. When they left for the lake, my sister Ava hugged me. My little brother Eli cried. Monica rolled her eyes. I stood in the doorway watching the car disappear. Even the dog had a seat. But not me. The silence that followed wasn't peaceful. It was suffocating. No laughter, no footsteps, just the hum of the fridge and the sound of my own heartbeat. That weekend, they left for the lake. I left too, just differently. I called in sick to work, then started packing. My clothes, my books, my mom's old locket, every trace of me into boxes. By noon, my car was full. I rented a small storage unit across town and made trip after trip, each one peeling away another layer of the life they'd taken for granted. The last thing I did was take down every photo of me from the walls. Each empty frame left a pale square like a ghost of the daughter they pretended to love. When Patricia, my friend Mila's mom, called again to offer me a room, I said yes. That night, as the sun bled orange across the sky, I closed the front door for the last time. It didn't feel like loss. It felt like release. They came back Sunday night, sunburned, laughing, until they opened the door. I wasn't there to see it, but I could picture it perfectly. Monica's smile freezing, Dad's keys slipping from his hand. The walls bare, shelves empty, even the smell of coffee gone. Then the silence. The realization. On the counter, I'd left a note. Since you wanted family time without me, I thought you deserved a preview. I listed what I'd taken. Nothing that wasn't mine. Just everything they'd taken for granted. I thanked Monica for teaching me the difference between being needed and being wanted. I thanked my father for showing me how silence can cut deeper than shouting. And beside the letter, I left my key next to a printed job posting labeled, "Wanted, live-in help. Position previously filled by a family member." The next morning, the calls started. Unknown numbers. Then Dad, then Monica. I ignored the first 5, answered the 6th. "Lena, get back here right now," Dad barked. "You can't just leave like this." "Actually," I said softly, "I can." He fell silent. The kind that only truth can cause. Then Monica's voice cut in. "You're being cruel. The kids love you. How could you do this to them?" "I didn't do anything to them," I said. "You did, the day you taught them I wasn't family." The line went dead. Then Ava called, crying. "Why did you leave?" "Mom's upset. Dad's mad. Eli's confused." "Oh, sweetie," I said. "You didn't do anything wrong." "Then why can't you come home?" "Because sometimes you have to walk away so people finally see what you gave them." That evening another call came. Monica again, but her voice was different, small, shaken. "Lena, did I really treat you that badly?" For a moment I couldn't breathe. All those years of silence distilled into one question. "I think you already know the answer," I said. She started crying. Not the performative kind. Real tears. I was scared. I thought if I controlled everything it would stay perfect. But I broke you instead. Her honesty didn't bring satisfaction. It brought peace. "You can't undo what happened," I said. "But you can stop pretending it didn't." "I want to try," she whispered. "For Ava, for Eli." We talked for an hour. About forgiveness, about love that doesn't hurt to earn. She didn't beg me to come home. She asked how to make it right. Weeks later, we sat at one table again. Not as strangers, not as a performance, just as people trying again. If you've ever had to walk away to find peace, this story is for you. You don't need their permission to start over. Just the courage to stay gone until you feel whole again. They tried to erase me, but I learned to write myself back, louder than ever. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe for more stories that remind us. The quietest revenge is living free and living well.